Okay. We saw that the base elite cards didn't have a power-up symbol on them. What does that mean exactly? Are power-ups gone? Do you think power-ups are gone? I don't know. We're going to go over some solutions here. I'm going to talk from it on a slightly no money spent standpoint, since this is the no money spent channel. But what I would like from each and every one of you is to put your thoughts down below. There's a comment section. You type, you put it in, bap, 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 bap. That's how it works. So again, we see all of these cards, and I expect we'll see it on the rest of the cards. Now, a lot of comments on this. Are power-ups gone? Well, frankly, we do not know. We don't know. We have no idea, right? We don't actually have any news or information on what this could be. But let's talk about implications if power-ups are gone, and talk about some of the other things that could be happening here. Again, lots of suggestions by you guys. When we see this, and if power-ups are indeed gone, it really hurts investing in cards. Part of what makes MUT is the investment process, needing cards for power-ups, needing cards for sets. Now, without power-ups, does that mean that investing is done? No, but you would need old school style sets to invest in, positional hero type sets and all that, right? Older cards going into new sets. They haven't really done that in a while though, have they? No, they haven't. But if you don't have a reason to invest in a card when it gets an upgrade and you need the old card, that's where the investment comes from. That's where your profit comes from. If that's not needed, this card's value is only as valuable as it is good at this point in time. At each point in MUT, 88 Derrick Henry, day one, hey, maybe he's the best running back in the game. October 1st, he's probably not the best running back in the game. He doesn't have a lot of value then. However, let's dive into some other things that people said. Hey, does this mean that training is gone? Probably not, because they literally already mentioned training in one of the streams before. So training is not gone. You will still need training within the game. We see that these cards all have their team chemistries on them, right? They all have their team chemistries on them, but they don't have the power-up symbol. What does that mean? Well, it means one of two things. One, the team chemistry, if there is no power-ups, it's baked in there and you can change it, right? And two, that there has to be a way for this. There has to be a way. Now, until we actually see or hear, hey, there's power-up still, we're going to be in the dark. Other suggestions I saw people talk about is the parallel process. If you guys have played MLB The Show, you would know that the more you use a card, the more boost it gets on it. I think that is a phenomenal way to go about things. Obviously, you use the card a lot, you get some boosts on it, but we also don't want massive speed boosts on cards either. I think the majority of people would agree with that. So I don't really know how they would make that work exactly, because in MLB it is +1 to every stat. Here, if we gave +1 to every stat, all of a sudden a maximum of 5 levels would give you a 5 speed. That's a lot of speed. That's a lot of speed. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. But it would still be a cool idea, especially if there wasn't a massive speed indicator, speed boost with it, right? But how much does it really matter when we're talking about, oh, well, now he has 68 trucking instead of 67? You don't really care about that, right? We care about two things in Madden: speed and thresholds, right? And thresholds could be accuracy thresholds for quarterbacks, or thresholds to get abilities, right? Now that is another thing here. If power-ups are indeed gone, it actually really hurts the process of abilities, because getting those little +1s along the way makes it better. Now, if we do lose power-ups, obviously power-ups have been a gigantic coin sink throughout the year. But again, I do not think power-ups are gone. Me personally, I'm putting it on the table. I don't think power-ups are indeed gone. I think there's just going to be doing something different for it. Very well could be that they just removed the logo. I don't think they would do that, but it's a possibility. I just don't believe that is the way that they are going to go about these things here. Now, from a no money spent perspective, powering up cards helps us get these extra overalls and helps us, especially for me, having this series, trying to get to 99 overall, kind of makes it a bit easier. Even though I don't actually power up cards on the no money spent, we're just talking about the end of the year. I do think powering up cards is generally wasteful. It is a massive coin sink. It is a money sink. Training is super expensive at the beginning of the year, and it is really, really costly to try to keep up with the Joneses while doing it. So if it's gone, I'm okay with that, because we will find out a way to do other things. Now, we have a ton of information still to drop within MUT, okay? That's just the truth. We know that that's the truth. It's going to happen. We're going to get a lot of information still. We're speculating here. We are speculating. Again, power-ups, I personally do not think are gone. I think EA's doing something here. I just don't know what. If you remember when power-ups first came into the game, it wasn't power-up symbols and doing this. You were trading in cards and badges to power cards up. Do I think they're going to go back to that? No, that was highly inefficient. What do I think they're going to do? I honestly have no idea. I have no idea. But what I do like is seeing that we could be getting something different, something more creative in here. MUT, for the most part, is a fun mode. However, at times it does get stale. A lot of it is copy and paste. We repeat the same programs. We repeat the same basic stuff year after year. The difference is maybe we get an occasional new promo or a good quality of life adjustment like we've already seen through the menus within the beta. Again, that's pretty big, but going through power process is, again, a thing. And I really don't know what they're doing here. And I really, really hope they explain it. Simply not because that we deserve to know, but it would be nice to know to sort of curb the speculation and get this understanding going on. Now, there was enough talk about it today. There's a special stream coming up on Thursday. EA's got to see this conversation. They have to know what's going on. They probably know that we want to know what is happening. Now, again, I think power-ups are going to be a thing. I saw some comments about maybe the new strategy cards. There's going to be like an epic tier, a purple tier. Maybe that is how power-ups and stuff work. I don't think so, but maybe, right? I think anything is on the table. I think the only thing not on the table is power-ups are gone. I just don't know why these cards aren't here. It feels really weird. It struck me as more odd than anything. And I feel like it's very intentional that they didn't do this, because we didn't get a work in progress screen. We didn't get any of that sort of, well, guys, things could change. No, they were like, these are the cards. These are the cards. So what's going to happen? I don't really know. Now, I will tell you this. I don't like the power-up process. I don't like having to, oh, Calvin Johnson got a new card. Let me go spend 200,000 coins on his old card that I don't actually want and I'm not actually going to use. Well, let me just throw it in here, spend a bunch of coins. Man, it's expensive. It's really expensive with that. Yeah, it's great for investing. And if you're a heavy investor, that's the thing. Now, with our no money spent series, different than other no money spent series, we don't invest. The reason why we don't invest on our series, and which you guys can keep up with, is because it's not always a fair thing to do. The way I like to keep our series is, hey, you could do this too, right? You can do this too. If you get too many coins, if you're, oh, I'm going to invest in this and I hit this and I made 3 million coins, it kind of makes the series bleh at that time. It does. Now, if I didn't have a series, I'd probably be doing more stuff with it. But that's just the point here. So power-ups gone? I don't think so. I think something's going to happen. I think there's something here. I don't know what it is. Maybe these are the base cards now. Maybe instead of having a power-up, basically it is just the power-up, and you just go from there. It's a base elite, it's a gold, it's a silver, whatever it could be. That's fine. That's something we've wanted. I think that would probably be the best choice here. But if that's the case, then we still need other cards, and then investing is back and all that. So Again, there's real positives to each of these scenarios, and there's actually real negatives to each as well. Who knows how this will all pan out for us? But I'm looking forward to hearing. Hopefully we get some information on Thursday. Again, you guys let me know down below what you think. From a money spent perspective, don't really care. I'm going to play the game. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get the best cards and the best team. From a no money spent perspective, if power-ups are gone, that's fine. If power-ups are still here, again, that's fine. We don't really power up cards anyway because it's a waste of coins. And when we don't have money, we only have time. And I don't want to spend more time to power up a card unless we have to. Again, thresholds. Right? Get it? Got it? Good. Love you guys. I'm out. Peace.